Desert Smoke Reviews. I'm Wyatt.
Justin.
And Monty.
Today we're taking a look at the Royale by Patel. This is an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, box press. We're smoking the Robusto. This looks like a really cool stick. It has these two gold and almost like a chocolate brown color to the band. The whole cigar itself is very, very smooth. Construction looks just about perfect. Seams are visible but very, very tight. And that box press looks beautiful, so just looks like a really good stick. Pretty firm all the way through. Let's see, on the aromas, I don't get much off the wrapper. It's just kind of a general, maybe a chocolate, but mostly just a general tobacco. And then on the foot, I sort of get like that Hershey's chocolate smell to it. Except when you make chocolate milk out of it. It's really nice, really chocolate. Looks good, smells good. Let's light it up. Oh, let's top first.
Yes, it's a great little Robusto box pressed. Hard box pressed on the top, and the bottom's kind of soft pressed. But overall, looks very nice. Seems done well. Yeah, nothing else to say really. Construction looks really good. Aroma, I agree. I don't get a lot off the wrapper. Maybe some mild to medium tobacco, but that's pretty much it. The foot, I agree. There is a lot of chocolate, but I also get like a musky, earthy sensation, like a wet earth. Not that that's bad at all, but it's just, typically I get a dry earth, but this is like a very wet earth. It could be the fact that it just rained here, that I'm, power of perception or suggestion, but looks good so far.
Yeah, it's a really pretty cigar. The bands are really nice on it. It's kind of a different look. Very understated, but very classy looking. Mine is super firm. It's not hard, but it's super firm. It is a true box press, man. All four corners are pretty sharp. I can see a couple of seams, but they're pretty fine. So almost no veins on this thing. I saw one tiny little vein, no stretch marks. So it looks like it was pretty well rolled. Here's my problem with this cigar. I smell almost nothing, and it may be me. This is my third cigar of the day, but I mean, it doesn't smell bad. I just don't get hardly anything. Maybe a little bit of tobacco off the foot. So it could very well be my nose, and especially with the weather we're having, I'm not used to it. So, but it may not mean anything. We'll see.
Cut up lip.
The ambiance and mood music is brought to you by the neighbor's rabid dog tonight. Okay.
That's very good, I thought.
No, I don't want your pity.
I was trying to work something in the pit bull. I was thinking couldn't quite get something together.
Small little squeals, on the other hand, are from our mascot Chump. That's a nice first puff. The first flavor that comes to mind is like a chestnut almost.
Roasted or?
Yeah, like a roasted chestnut. Something you roast over the fire.
Open fire? Or?
I might be speaking a little soon, but I've had this in the Toro, I think it's the size. Yeah, the Toro, and it was just a pepper bomb for the first few puffs.
Well, see, that's what makes me think of the chestnut, because there is a lot of pepper, but it's mostly, for me, it's mostly in the retro hill, and I don't know why. It kind of has that drying, sweet element that I would think of a chestnut.
Yeah, it has something more. The Toro for me, when I smoked it, was almost all pepper, just a pepper bomb.
Yeah.
This has pepper in it, but yeah, I agree. There's like a sweet, like a sweet nuttiness. It's very prevalent in the finish. The pepper isn't lasting near as long as I expected it to.
No, it's not. But there is that kind of that drying, I don't know what that drying factor, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of leaves you a bit parched. Yeah, it's not, there's no oil to the
Nice open draw.
Wrapper, yeah.
It's a really nice open draw. It's not a struggle.
No, it's very nice. Well, unless we got something else, let's get in the first third. See how it goes.
Well, we're about 10 minutes into this Rocky Patel Royal. Not a lot of changes for me. That I'm going to still stick with chestnut sweetnesses there, and I don't really know how to describe the flavor of a roasted chestnut, but it's got that drying element. It's almost like your tongue kind of goes parched. That would be the closest I could probably get. It's very good though. It's very, very smooth. It's got a great draw. Construction has been pretty good. The ash held on. I just ashed, but it fell off in a million little clumps, which is really surprising. Not a razor sharp burn, but I doubt I'm gonna have to fix it up or anything. Pretty consistent smoke. So far, so good.
Yeah, very, very nice. The peppers died down a little bit for me, but it's still there, very consistent. It doesn't go quite into the finish like that. It is a nice nuttiness. I don't know if it's chestnut. I don't know if I've ever even had a chestnut. But it's also got a nice, like, cedary, like a woodsy kind of flavor coming in with that finish as well. Very, very nice, very smooth. It's around probably, I would say, like, mild to medium, though. It's not really in your face. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's just been okay for me. The burn's really nice. The ash is really nice and firm on the end of the cigar. I do get that really drying, kind of cloying sensation in my mouth. I don't know. I'm just not impressed with this cigar so far. Maybe it's just me, but it's just I'm not really getting anything off it. I feel like I'm just smoking a cigar.
It's just you.
That's what she said. So I really don't have much to say yet about it.
Well, let's get into the second, third, approach the midpoint and see how it goes.
Well, I didn't say halfway through the Rocky Patel Royal. I'm actually probably a little bit further than halfway. That's really my only problem with this cigar so far, is it burns pretty fast. So, you know, I really can't say that as a problem. Again, flavors really haven't changed. Maybe the pepper died out. It was never that prevalent for me. But on the Retro Hill, that's when I noticed it the most, and I don't even really taste it now. Burn isn't great. It's leveled out a little bit more, but I had to make one touch-up. It's holding on together well. Again, that draw is fantastic. Really, just no complaints from me on this cigar. It's not really an end-of-your-day type of stick so far. I would say probably like a after lunch, maybe after dinner sort of cigar, but not your last one of the day, you know, something like that. Tastes good with a cup of coffee. It just tastes good. So
yeah, it's a good cigar. Kind of falling off flat for me. No flavor changes, except I'm now getting that, like I said, the peppers died down, almost not noticeable, but it's still there just barely for me. But it's kind of, that drying element has really become more of an issue with me. It's kind of almost leaving my whole mouth dry. It's not exactly the most pleasurable feeling, so I take that's why I have something to drink with the cigar. But other than that, it's no real major flavor changes. It's still kind of mild, maybe medium in body, but burn is, like everyone said, not perfect, but I haven't had to touch up. Draw is still good. It's performing well. It's just, I want something different. I want it to change. It's not really giving me that really dynamic wow factor, but a decent stick.
Yeah, I agree completely. The one thing I will say that's real positive about this to me is the burn has been really good, and the ash is super firm. I mean, I had to thump it to give it, and when it fell off with a thud. But I'm just not getting much flavor off it. I just feel like I'm just smoking a cigar of just straight tobacco. You know, there's plenty of smoke. The draw is nice. Everything else is good. I just don't get much in the way of any flavors or any real good notes. So, just I hope something changes soon.
Well, let's get into the final third, approach the midpoint, see if we can change.
welcome back. We're at the final third of this Rocky Patel Royal. It's been a good cigar. You know, mostly just kind of that mild, one-note roasted chestnuts flavor. I've enjoyed it. I wish it was a little more complex, but it's a good, solid cigar. really, that's my only problem. It wasn't very complex. I guess it did burn very fast, or it just seemed to. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this cigar a solid 8. It's something I would smoke routinely, especially after lunch, or maybe as a end of your day type of stick. I could even probably see smoking this in the morning. It's a good utility type of cigar. It tastes really good, and I don't know how much it is, but probably wouldn't break the bank. So yeah, solid 8 out of 10. I'd keep a couple rolling around.
I enjoyed it. I've had the Robusto tonight, and then I've had the Toro, and I've really enjoyed the Robusto much more than that Toro. I thought the Toro was a lot more peppery almost throughout, and just not quite as enjoyable. That being said, the Robusto still has a little bit of pepper, but it's nowhere near as spicy. There's always been that kind of nutty flavor and a little bit of cedar or a woodsy note to it. Yeah, it's kind of mild to medium, I guess, in the body. Burn was really good in this final third, and it was always a little off, but I never really needed to touch up. At least I don't remember touching it up. Draw was good. I can see this as an afternoon stick. I don't think it's an end of your day smoke. It's nowhere near as complex. Kind of not one note, but one dimensional. Morning, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it might be a little heavy in the morning, but that's just me. If I was going to rate it, I'd give it a little bit lower. I'd give it a solid 7. I think it's good, not great, but definitely give it a try if you get a chance. I recommend the Robusto over the Toro, but yeah, solid 7.
First of all, I agree with exactly what Justin said. I definitely would smoke the Robusto over the Toro. I really dislike the Toro that we had the other night in the cigar. I did finally have to touch this one up a few minutes ago, and it's cleaned itself up real well and stayed a real nice burn ever since. The construction on this cigar was really good. There was that one little burnish, but other than that, it's a really well rolled cigar. You can tell it stayed firm even though it's kind of gotten hot. My problem was, as soon as we did that last update, for about an inch, this thing got so harsh that I thought about just putting it down. And I got through that inch, and it's been okay since then. It's been a lot smoother. I'm still not that impressed with this cigar. I just never got anything off of it other than I'm just smoking tobacco. So for that, based on that, I can't give it a very good rating. I'm just going to go 6.5. It's not a cigar that I would keep around. If you handed it to me, I would smoke it, but I'm probably not going to spend any money on it, so 6.5.
Well, in conclusion, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Until next time, smoke them if you got them.